Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to my channel where I'm going to update you on all the things, most of the things that I've been working on in my retirement. I have a couple little blackberry vines that I usually get about 6 quarts of blackberries from each year that I put in bags and I put into the freezer until I have time to make the jam, which I did. I made, I think it was 7 half pints or pints of jam, and as usual, it didn't turn out thick like it was supposed to. Either I didn't cook it down long enough because I didn't put pectin in it, because blackberry is one of the berries that supposedly makes its own pectin. It's still delicious. I put it on ice cream. I also was given suet. Now, the suet was quite a big pile of suet, and I tried to weigh it, and my scale wouldn't weigh it, but I was guesstimating that it was about 15 pounds of suet, and I made a whole bunch of suet cakes. I think I made 22 of them. Half of them were peanut butter. The other half I had some blueberries that were in the freezer from last year, and I took them and whipped them into the suet mix, and so I have some blueberry suet cakes, which I won't put out till next winter. You're not supposed to put suet cakes out in the summertime, they say, because they don't really need it during the summer. It's more of a winter type food. When I cook down the fat for the suet cakes, the solids that are still in the fat, any pieces of flesh or whatever, they turn into what I call cracklins, and I put them in bags. I ended up with 2 half-gallon bags of this cracklins. I also put them in the freezer. I take them out every now and then. I'll take out a scoopful of it and toss it outside on the patio. The foxes love it. The skunks have been eating it. And yes, I do like the skunks. I just don't like them spraying around my house. One of the things I did was dragged in all my outdoor decorations that are peeling. Some of them actually broke. They needed to be re-glued, refixed, repainted. Some of them were these little resin type decorations that have flowers and little sayings on. And the other things are these wooden flowers. And I had to repaint all of them so they would look wonderful again for putting outside. So I bought some supplies for making epoxy resin projects. And the first things I was making was skull heads for ferro rods and strikers that I wanted to make and send to some friends on YouTube. I made some itty bitty little sets, and then I got bigger skulls and I made a bigger set. The first batch that I made, my son saw them, loved them, and he grabbed a pair and took off with them. So I'm still waiting to figure out who I'm going to send these other ones to. Waiting for someone who I emailed to give me her address, Linda, and she didn't respond to me yet via email what her address is, because I would like to send her a set. I also made a set of coasters, my first and only set so far. My granddaughter asked for a beach scene set of coasters. They turned out really pretty. She loves them, and I'm already ordering stuff to make more sets for other family members because everybody likes them so much. I also, one of my granddaughters' other grandmother passed away unexpectedly. And my granddaughter asked me if I could make her some purple butterflies to go on her grandmother's grave. And I was more than happy to do that. And she likes them very much. And it was my privilege to be able to do that. I also made another chest for a granddaughter, because each one of the kids is getting one. And this one is Julie's. I'm finishing it up today. I'm putting on the finish coat. It's a triple thick polyurethane. And I made a bunch of butterflies that I want to hang from something yet. I have yet to decide what I'm going to hang them from. But I made 6 resin epoxy butterflies. They're full of glitter and they're different colors and they're so beautiful. And I want to hang them outside where the sun can hit them all day long. And then when the darkness comes, they'll glow in the dark. I'm thinking maybe a circle out of wood, and then I'll hang them all from the circle with fishing line. And last but not least, I watched Don Machete's channel where he was making candles using PVC tubing pipe. He also made wicks out of twine. I followed his directions, listened to what he said, and we also exchanged an email to tweak what I was doing. And I made some homemade candles from that, really old beeswax that I have, which is why they're brown, and which I explained in my video. And then I used his recipe for making the wicks, and I lit one up, and I immediately can tell the difference between the wicks that I previously used and the one that I made using the borax and the kosher salt. I have at least 5 different wicks that I ordered online that I was not happy with, and then lo and behold, here's Dominic's wick. The flame is big and it burns beautiful. So these are the things I've been doing in my retirement. There's a lot more that I didn't even put on here. It's just too much to keep up with. I've been out in the yard. We got the yard cleaned up from all the flood debris. I burned a huge pile of wood in the fire pit yesterday from all the crap that we picked up in the yard. I've been trimming the bushes outside. I've been putting down weed killer. It actually looks like I might have to mow the lawn today. The grass is that tall already. We had like short after winter grass, and then the sun came out to the 70s a couple of days, and boom, the grass went crazy. So, but we also had a lot of rain, so there are still puddles out there. But as soon as everything dries up, I'm gonna have to drag the lawnmower out and get going. That's just a few of the things I've been doing. So yeah, I'm not bored with retirement whatsoever.